In this review, we're going to look at my custom Adam Bob from the Strangers. This is another Ultraverse character I made. After making my Prime, I wanted to do a redo of an old custom I did using the Marvel Legends body. After making this guy, I want to do an update of a more Marvel Legends style Adam Bob. I made this one back in my early days of making customs, back when basically all we had was DCUC style bodies to work from. There were Marvel Legends too, but the sculpts and articulation schemes, just mainly the sculpts didn't look really good. DCU bodies still look good. I like the looks, but they do have the T-crotch articulation, but proportions wise, they still look like a good superhero style figure. But I wanted to update it, more modern style take on Adam Bob. I have made some other Ultraverse characters, like another member of the Strangers. I have Electrocute, which I'll be redoing her in a Marvel Legends style body. But we're going to be focused on Adam Bob. Adam Bob is built on a Spider-Man UK main torso. The torso, ab section, waist, upper legs is all from Spider-Man UK. And we have the Walgreens Moon Knight I use for the lower legs and the boots and the forearms. The biceps and knees are from a bullseye figure, which is the same style buck for the Moon Knight, and they actually fit just fine on the Spider-Man UK parts. So just heat and pop, and they always work fine. The effects pieces are from Can of Beams. That is Can of Beams, not beans. He makes some really cool effects pieces. I really like how these look and work out great. I got the idea with the Can of Beams effects, so New Collector Customs, he did an Adam Bob figure custom as well. It looked really good, and he used the same type of effects pieces. Check him out on Instagram. I'll put a link down below to hit some of his stuff. He does some great customs, like I said. I'm going to go ahead and take the hands off, take the effects off. Can of Beams effects are really nice, but they're very delicate, so I don't want to break these while I'm doing the review. With the hands, they're actually from the white Iron Fist. With using the hands from the white Iron Fist, I actually have a few extra hands choices to choose from. Of course, I got the fist. That's my default ones I use for it. He's got the open palm flying style hands, or it can be like if he wants to be a drill sergeant. Make it a point. Knife hand. I got some style pose hands for extra dramatic flair. For the head, I actually made two. This one is from the Havoc Polaris 2-pack that I resculpted the mask to make it look like the Adam Bob in the comics. And this one is a Superman red head that did the same thing. I resculpted put the mask on. Actually added material on the back of the head. It's one thing about DCUC figures. The heads look good, but if you try to use them on anything else besides the DCUC, see how shallow this head is? Yeah, so I had to actually add material in to make it a little taller. And one thing you'll notice too, I have ears out on this one, and I have them covered on this one. Now on my original custom, I have his gold disc. He was depicted in all three different ways in the comics. It'd change up from time to time. So with the change of the head, like I said, I've added some material on the back of the head, installed an O-ring, drilled it out, put an O-ring, so I can change them up for a little bit, have an angry expression. We'll do the other style pose hands, where he's angry, enraged. And one thing he does in the comics too, at the end, near the end of the Strangers, he does a heel turn. He becomes Pilgrim. I never did get to resolve that storyline before the book was canceled. So we don't know if he ever became a hero again. Of course, they did talk about bringing back the Ultraverse characters at one time in the mid 2000s, and Adam Bob was going to be part of one of the ones they brought back. So, but that ended up not being the case. So we never know the fate of Adam Bob. For the paint on Adam Bob, he's primarily red, blue, and gold. which really, I actually really like the costume designs for a lot of the Ultraverse characters. I probably mentioned it before when I did the Prime reviews. They make really good action figures, so I'm enjoyed making these. For the paintwork, it is all brush painted. I use Tamiya like masking tape, the really fine edge masking tape, to keep all the seams clean. The logo is hand painted. I applied a coat of flat onto the base of the figure and hand drew the logo in pencil. Then use that as my guide to paint the logo on. So it turned out pretty good. After painting the primary colors, I applied a wash and then dry brushed over top that to soften up the wash on the figure. This head had a little more extensive painting since it was a Superman red head, so it was white and pink. So had a full repaint on this one. Did a little more realistic blonde hair than what I could do back in the past. Yes, in the past I was still learning when I was doing this one, so the hair is more yellow. I want to do more realistic blonde hair on this one. And try to match it up with a little better. It's a little darker than what's on the Havoc figure, but that's alright. I do like the Havoc head a lot. So I think that one will be my primary head for Adam Bob. All in all, I'm really happy how this turned out. I really like how the colors look, the gold, and the parts I was really needing to finish this out when I started making this was the Moon Knight parts, for the boots and the gauntlets. So those work out great for Adam Bob. I think the Havoc head works great for Adam Bob as well. Of course, I will be redoing my other Ultraverse customs I made on the DCUC bodies, like Electrocute, and I got Solitaire and a few others. So all those will be redone on Marvel Legends style bodies. So thank you for taking the time to watch the review. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Especially if you like custom action figures. I've got quite a few on the channel and we'll be putting more on. And I'll catch y'all next time.